Hi everyone, I'm Mona. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this video, I'm excited to talk about a very scandalous, seductive performer, actress, pioneer, activist, and that is the one and only Eartha Kitt, and three legendary Revlon beauty products that were created, actually inspired by her and made for her in the 1950s and 60s. And this information has not been revealed anywhere before. Maybe about one of these beauty products, but the other two hasn't. And I am going to share with you three of my holy grail beauty secrets that were actually made and inspired for not only Eartha Kitt, but for many other women who adore these products for many, many years now. And the first product I'm going to talk about is the lipstick that I'm wearing, and it is the iconic shade Fire and Ice by Revlon, and it is number 720. And what makes this Revlon 1953 release called Fire and Ice, it was because Charles Revson, who was the founder of Revlon, and the owner, of course, had a long toured, scandalous affair with Eartha Kitt from starting in the early 50s up until the early 60s, on and off. He would make her favorite cocktail, which was called Fire and Ice at the time. And it was actually a drink similar to this shade. And that's where this hue, the name comes from, and the shade as well. And it was actually created for Eartha Kitt, even though it was loved and adored by many Hollywood actresses. And it's still sold today, and I have it on right now for you guys. What makes it so unique is because it has warm and cool undertones, like orange and red undertones, so people with many different skin tones can pull this shade of red off, which makes it so beautiful and so unique till this day. Unfortunately, I just heard actually that Revlon has filed for bankruptcy. I don't know how that's going to change and affect the brand, but we'll see. The second product is probably my most seductive, scandalous, sexiest, most animalic fragrance in my perfume collection slash wardrobe. And this perfume, I realized and found out recently, was inspired and created also for Eartha Kitt, and it totally fits her to the T, and it is none other than Intimate by, of course, the House of Revlon. And this was released in 1955 while Charles Revson was having this torrid love affair with Eartha Kitt. And this perfume, obviously, he was inspired by her, her personality. This totally, if you can think of Catwoman in a bottle, it's Intimate for sure, because it's so animalic. It has four real animalic base notes, including civet, that make this perfume what it is. It's really just a sexy, slightly floral, but mostly animalic perfume that really has gotten me in trouble many times. And I absolutely love, and I could see Eartha Kitt wearing this. Unfortunately, it's been discontinued. I love it so much. I have this 4-ounce 50s bottle, a 1960s eau de parfum I just got, and another 50s spray mist. I love it that much. I always have to have backups. It's the ultimate animalic fragrance, in my opinion, I've ever experienced. And I could totally see Eartha Kitt wearing it then. And if you want a seductive, sexy, animalic Catwoman fragrance, I highly recommend Intimate by Revlon, and of course in vintage. The last product I am going to reveal and talk about, which is one of my holy grail skin moisturizers. People have asked me, what do I use? If I could do a skin care tutorial here on YouTube. But I don't want to reveal all my beauty secrets. I want to keep something secret. But this has been one of my holy grail moisturizers. And it was actually released in 1960 and inspired and created for Eartha Kitt, and it is Eterna 27 by Revlon. And people that know about this holy grail moisturizer know what it does. I mean, read the reviews. It has 5 stars. It was released in 1960, and as you can see, the name is Eterna 27. And Eartha Kitt was born in 1927, January 17th, 1927. And actually, Charles Revson wanted to name this Eartha 27, but it was going to be too obvious, of course, and they didn't want, to make it too obvious. So he opted for the name Eterna 27. And this is no longer produced. I still purchase it on eBay. I have the moisturizer on right now all over my upper body. I have nothing on my skin, just red lipstick, and that's it. And it is my holy grail, like I said, Eterna 27. People that I've met that have such beautiful skin, and I would ask them, what is your secret? Working at Zittermer's, this was their secret. And I actually could buy this at any drugstore here in New York City in the mid-2000s, like in 2005 when I started using it. But now you can only purchase it online. And like I said, those who know about this well-kept secret, and to find out that it was actually inspired and created for Eartha Kitt as well, who was not only an amazing singer, actress, activist, but an amazing mother, and had one of the most unforgettable, seductive voices that seduced many audiences across the world. And I'm fascinated by her life. She went from this extreme, hard, malefic childhood to, being a woman who succeeded in life and lived by her own rules and did things her way. And my hats go off to her, and I dedicate this video to her and all her fans out there. And there you have it. These 3 legendary products, all created for the one and only Eartha Kitt. And with that, I like to close. I will see you in my next video to come. Bye-bye.